How was Anthony?
First of all, the fans are crazy and you people are crazy. It's September. It was a pickup game. We won. Kentucky won.
How was Anthony as a coach?
They stunk. I was hoping that they got beat because they were up 30. And it got to 6, and I said, I'm watching him down there like, you like that, huh? Coaching's easy. No, he did great. He did great. He's the greatest kid. And all these guys, I mean, they come back to be with family, which are all of our fans and all that. And they understand relationships. They want to be around each other. They know that we look after them. And on top of it, they raise a lot of money for a lot of good things. So it's a great thing to do. And let me praise North Carolina. Obviously, some of the guys weren't able to come, but they played, and Harrison Barnes wants us to go back there next year, which we may do. I mean, it may be something we do. We take our team to North Carolina and do the same thing and raise money for charity that way.
Cal, just overall, how big a weekend for you to be able to have all your guys at the Hall of Fame come back here and have so many of them do this?
The Hall of Fame stuff was, for me, the 4 o'clock reception that we had, which had 200 people there, friends and people that have helped, and then our players. It was like wow. And then when I called the players up, we just wanted to take a picture at the 4 o'clock thing. There were so many, I couldn't believe it. I got emotional. Must have been at least 30, maybe more UMass guys. The UMass guys just said, "We got to do this again, Coach." I said, "That's only does this once." Let me just say that to you. So, but they're a bunch of great kids, and I think the Memphis kids love being there. The Kentucky kids, they kind of got off in groups because they don't know each other, but they were together. And then I saw 20 staff members that all came back. And some of their parents, because we were so young when we were together, that their families were all a part of it. So it was that made it where it could. It's a shared moment. Really made it special.
What are you going to do with the mosaic? I think they said with all your former players on it.
They are.
That's what I thought they announced.
My eyes are so bad. All I was happy about is I didn't have a big belly. It was like flat, so they got me early in my time here.
You had to be the one to get out there and get Cousins off the floor.
Yes, and I knew he wouldn't come out, and I just didn't know how far he'd take it. He took it as far as he could, and then he said, all right, I'll come out. But he's the best. He's got a great heart. And you saw Eric Bledsoe, and Eric's mom's here with his little son, and Miss Cuz was here, and Carl's mom and dad were here. The older guys ran this. Just how it is. The 2010 group. If John Wall was here, he would have done the same. It would have been those guys. But they all came together and they just had fun. And like I said, the North Carolina guys, they had fun. And they knew what it was for. And what we were able to do in Coach Smith's name is unique and special and made us all really happy.
Was DeMarcus with all the threes? Do you think he was trying to show the Kings that maybe he should be 2-guard?
He's trying to show me that I should have let him go. When again, unscripted, when I said, raise your hand if you think I held you back. I didn't have to turn around. And I asked later, did he have both hands up? No, but he stepped through the crowd and went like that, which is hysterical, which I knew he'd do. So he's trying to show me I held him. He was like 1 for 12 from the 3, so he's not bad.
John, what does it say when the Kings front office flies in for this game?
Well, Vivek's going to speak to our business school tomorrow. So it was, they were in town coming through and said, do you mind if we come? I said, absolutely, come in. He's speaking to the business school, so our students are going to hear him, which is a really good thing. And look, they're trying to get that thing going, and Willie and him together, it's going to be, Rondo running this thing. Rondo's a coach in himself. I mean, Rondo it's more about giving him room to do his thing and let him make decisions. He's those three come together and put another 3, 4, 5 pieces together, they're gonna be fine.
When you have a game like this and you're mixing and matching guys from all your years here, does it sort of make you think about what it'd be like if you Never had 4-year. If you stacked 4 of these classes on top of each other.
Well, you
had 'em all.
obviously couldn't have stacked all the classes on top of each other, but even if it were John Wall in that group for 4 years, or Anthony in that group for 3 years, because it would have been Terrence and those guys for 3 years. I mean, but you know what? This is the environment now, the way it is. It's different. And so, you know, our whole thing is, like I've said, we're trying to do right by these kids. And, you know, I'll say this, when Anthony's done with this contract, I believe he's going to be 28, maybe 27, but so it's 25 and 150 million. That's 175 million. With endorsements, he's probably at $250 million. But he's 28 years old when he's done. So what's the next one going to be? 200 million? But if he had stayed in school, he would be 31, 32. Now tell me what that next deal is. I mean, I understand it, and if they're good enough to do it and be prepared and leave, it's fine. If they want to stay like Willie, I sat with Darius Miller's dad. If they want to stay in school, that's fine. We're here for you. But you know, this is a family decision, and these kids are. I remember Devin Booker in the global games in Washington, D.C., playing 4 minutes a game on a team with 12 guys, and there were 4 other teams. Wasn't playing. And a year later, he's in the NBA, and he's coming in here, and you know, he looked like one of the better players out there. And that's within a year for him. Came off the bench and was the 13th pick in the draft. How about that? But these kids, you know, it's. And I said this on TV. It's about a relationship, and it's not a relationship program, this program, what we do in this it's the personal relationships. They come together, and that brings us all together, the program. But their relationships with each other, their relationships with the staff, that is personal. And that's why they come back, and that's why they come to our events and do the stuff that they do.
Cal, how was it having your new players, like freshmen, here to see all the alumni?
I think they enjoyed it, and they played pickup for 2 days, or a day, twice in a day, or maybe they played 2 days. I don't know, but they played pickup and got bullied, which you would expect. But like I said, I just want to get started on my team. All this other stuff is now starting to wear thin for me. And I still have to go recruiting tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, have kids on campus Friday, Saturday, recruiting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, kids back on campus Friday, Saturday. Let me start coaching, please. I mean, well, I am seeing the Pope on the 24th in the Capitol. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kiss his ring, but I'm going to be there listening to him.
Are you a big fan of the Pope? Because he's kind of polarizing.
Yeah, I don't know if he's polarizing, but I know this: he cares about people, and every decision he makes is this good for the people? You know, he's about charity. He's about forgiveness, and he's moving the needle.
How's your team doing, Cal?
You must not be Catholic if you think he's polarizing.
That's
You're
what
not
I
Catholic.
read.
Okay.
That's what I read. It's pretty obvious.
He's brought us all together, all us Catholics.
How's your team doing, Cal? Anything new with the guys? Or?
I just want them to get close as a team so I can start coaching and get an idea. I think our core of guards, I think our wings, our bigs, you know, a big part of this is going to be Alex's coming back and where are you in this? Are you at 75% or are you at 95%? Where will he be? We don't have anybody like him. Scal and Marcus and Isaac, you know, we got 3 pretty big guys there. But I think that our guards, from Tyler, who I think could be the best guard in the country, unless that's Jamal, and Isaiah is playing, you know, body fat's down, weight down. He's going to be an attacking player, so I think we're going to be fine. But it's not November. I think we'll be shaky in November. But I think by the end of the year, like our teams, I think we'll be able to do something special. Is that it? Thanks, folks.
Thanks, Coach.